Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture of computer aided process synthesis. Lecture number 13, chapter number 3, synthesis of separation trains, and today's topic is separation methods. So this question can be asked in your exam for 7 marks like this. Write down short note on separation methods involved in chemical processes. After that, enlist different separation methods. Write down criteria for selection of separation methods and selection of equipment. Means how to write this question in your exam, I will explain you in this lecture, and we will see all the different separation methods one by one. So let's start. So here is a list of separation methods. First one is distillation, after that drying, crystallization, leaching, liquid extraction, absorption, adsorption. There are lots of separation methods, but these are the major separation methods involved in chemical processes. So you have to write down this list of separation methods in your examination. After that, you have to write definition for each term. Means like this, what is the meaning of distillation, drying, crystallization, like this. So now we will see definition of each term. After that, for each separation method, we will see criteria for selection for that separation method. After that, selection of equipment. First method is distillation. So what is the meaning of distillation? We have seen in mass transfer operation 2 and previous lecture of CAPS. So what is the meaning of distillation? So distillation, it is a separation process of separating the components of substances from a liquid mixture by using selective boiling and condensation. In easy language, I can say in distillation, component mixture gets separated using thermal energy, and driving force for distillation is difference in volatility, or in easy language I can say difference in boiling points. So this is the definition for distillation. So what are the criteria for the selection of distillation method? So first criteria is difference in volatility or boiling point of mixture must be there. Then and then we can separate that mixture using distillation method. After that, that mixture should be liquid components. Means liquid, that mixture should be of a liquid components. After that, third criteria is suitable for MOC of tower. Whatever we are selecting the liquid mixture, that must be suitable for our distillation tower. Means there are lots of trays are available. For example, there is a sieve type of tray, modified sieve types of tray. Means all the mixture, whatever the mixture we are selecting for the separation, that must be suitable for the MOC of a tower. What is the meaning of MOC? Material of construction of a tower. So these are the criteria for the selection of distillation method. After that, selection of equipment. So in distillation tower, there is a tray tower and pack tower, both having their exclusive usage. So what are those uses? First one is tray tower. Tray tower is suitable for high liquid residence time. Means we know that better separation is possible if gaseous and, or I can say vapor and liquid contact time should be high. Means if vapor and liquid contact time is high, then and then separation can possible in better way. Means high residence time should be there. For that, tray tower is suitable. After that, dirty services. Means plate columns are easy to clean as compared to pack tower. Means selection of equipment in such a way that if the separation requires high liquid residence time, we can go for the tray tower. After that, if the separation method is a dirty in nature, then we will go for tray tower, because plate columns are easier to clean. Plate columns are nothing but tray towers. And last one, large number of stages or diameter. We know that if there are large number of stages are available, means better separation can be possible. After that, pack tower. So pack tower is suitable for such a mixture where lower pressure drop is required. After that, this is important in vacuum distillation. We know that vacuum distillation is used under vacuum, means below 1 atmospheric pressure, around 30 mmHg to 40 mmHg pressure, where we are separating higher boiling point mixture by reducing its boiling point at the lower temperature. So for that purpose, pack tower is important. After that, suitable for foaming liquids. those liquids are foaming in nature, means they are easily creating foams over the plate, over the over the plates. For that mixture, this pack tower is important. Suppose there is a different types of packings. So in this case, if the liquids are foaming in nature, so pack tower is more important, more easy to carry out operation as compared to tray tower. After that, less liquid entrainment. What is the meaning of entrainment? If vapor is flowing from the bottom section to top section, so at that time it is carries some liquid droplet with it. So this type of phenomena is less in pack tower. Means tray tower consists large amount of entrainment, but in pack tower entrainment is less. So for less liquid entrainment, pack tower is suitable. And lastly, suitable for corrosive fluids. If the fluids are corrosive in nature, for that pack towers are preferable over the tray tower. So this is about selection of equipment. There can be question asked only on a distillation, that explain in detail what is a distillation, what are the criteria for the selection of distillation, and lastly selection of equipment. For 5 marks this question can be asked, or 4 marks in your examination. After that, second operation is a drying. So what is the meaning of drying? Drying is a mass transfer process consisting of the removal of water or another solvent by evaporation from a solid, semi-solid or liquid. Means removing of the moisture content or a liquid content in the solid material. That phenomena is known as drying. So this process is often used as a final production step before selling and packaging of the product. Because we know that because of the moisture, there can be unwanted excess weight of our product. So to remove the excess unwanted weight of our product, this process can be carried out before packaging and selling of the product. Next one, criteria for the selection of drying. So first criteria is that material should be solid. After that, moisture content to be dried, means moisture should be there in that solid material. And lastly, energy requirement, means how much energy can be required to remove the moisture content from that solid material. This should be preferable parameter for drying, means that should be efficient, that should be profitable, then and then we can go for drying. Next, these are the selection of equipments. So you have to write in exam only name of the equipment. So what are the equipment? Those dryers are tray tower, tray dryer. After that, rotary dryers, spray dryers, fluidized bed dryers. So you have to write this list in your exam for the selection of equipment. There can be question for 7 marks. Write down all the separation methods involved in chemical processes. So first one, you have to write definition for all these terms. You have to write all these terms. After that, you have to write criteria in 1 to 2 lines. There is no need to write paragraph, okay, for the criteria of selection and equipments. You have to just write in short about each and every separation operation. So you have to write, for example, you have to write distillation definition. After that, criteria required like this, 2 to 3 lines. After that, selection of equipment. There is no need to write all these points. You can specify only 1 to 2 points about the tray tower and pack tower. After that, drying, you have to write this definition. After that, these are the criteria for selection. And lastly, you have to write this list. Tray tower, tray dryer. After that, rotary dryer, spray dryer, fluidized bed dryer. Next one, next operation is crystallization. So what is the meaning of crystallization? Crystallization is the process by which a solid forms where the atoms or molecules are highly organized into a structure that known as a crystal. Means formation of new crystal, formation of new molecule. That is nothing but a nucleation of the new particle. So this is nothing but a crystallization where we are solidifying the material. We are solidifying the semi-solid material. We are solidifying the liquid part. That is nothing but crystal. But how? In organized manner. That is nothing but crystal. Then criteria for the selection are the feed material is either in a solution or is in liquid form. Then and then we can crystallize it. Otherwise, we cannot crystallize it. Means in simple language, if you want to go for crystallization in a crystallization operation, their feed material should be in a solution or in a liquid part. After that, energy requirement means there should be energy efficient, not energy energy consumption. Okay, means energy requirement should be less as possible, because if energy requirement is less, then we can save the energy cost. So these are the criteria required for the selection of crystallization. After that, selection of equipments. So first one is a batch type equipment, that is agitated tank crystallizer, and second one is a Swenson-Walker crystallizer. You have to write only name of this crystallizer. There is no need to explain about this. First one is agitated tank crystallizer. It is the batch type crystallizer, and second one is the Swenson-Walker crystallizer. This is continuous type crystallizer. After that, leaching. So definition of leaching is a process of mass transfer that occurs by extracting a substance from a solid material that has come into contact with a liquid. Means we are removing some impurity part from solid by using liquid, that known as leaching process. And criteria for selection is substance must be in a solid state. Means whatever the substance we want to purify, that substance should be in a solid form. Then and then we can remove impurities from that solid part. Means by using solvent. That process is known as leaching. And these are the equipments for that: Boltzmann extractor or basket extractor. After that, rotocell extractor. Next operation is liquid extraction. So this is a definition for liquid extraction. It is also known as solvent extraction and partitioning. It is a method to separate compounds or metal complexes based on their relative volatility into different immiscible liquids, usually water polar and organic solvent non-polar in nature. After that, criteria for selection of separation methods. But before that, we should know what is the difference between liquid extraction and leaching. So there is a major difference between these two processes, that if you are removing any particle from the solid substance by using solvent, then that process is known as leaching. But if you are removing some part of a liquid from the liquid by using another liquid, that known as a liquid extraction. Okay, this is the criteria required for this process, that separation mixture should be in a liquid form. In previous method, in leaching, that material should be in a solid form, but here that should be in a liquid form. After that, these are the selection of equipments. These are the equipments required for this separation operation. First one is a mixer settler. Second one is a spray column. After that, next operation is absorption. So what is the meaning of absorption? Absorption is a physical or chemical phenomena or a process in which atoms, molecules or ions enter some bulk phase, that may be liquid or solid. Means it is opposite to the adsorption. What is adsorption? Adsorption, it is a surface phenomena. What is absorption? Absorption, it is the bulk phenomena. Absorption means it is absorbing some material into the solid part or liquid part. Means there is absorption possible. Okay, and criteria for the selection of separation method is solubility of gas components in a liquid. Means solubility of gas components are preferable in this method. Suppose there is a mixture of A plus B components. So solubility of A and B in that liquid, whatever we are using absorbent, AB, absorbent, that solubility should be considered with respect to that absorbent. So this is a selection criteria for absorbent. Last one, selection of equipments. First one is a tray type and pack type. Similarly to the distillation columns, absorber can be in a tray type manner or pack type manner. And last is the adsorption. So adsorption is the addition of atoms, ions or molecules from a gas, liquid over the surface of the solid material, or I can say adsorbent. So this process creates a film of adsorbate on the surface of adsorbent. In easy language, I can define adsorption. It is the surface phenomena in which atoms get accumulated over the adsorbent. Whatever the atoms accumulated over the adsorbent, that film is known as adsorbate and that surface is known as adsorbent. And criteria for this is the surface area of adsorbent. Surface area should be high as possible. Then and then we can adsorb as much particle over the surface of adsorbent. After that, selection of equipment. In this concept, we are going for the selection of adsorbent. Equipment means selection of adsorbent. Okay. So first one is silica gel, activated alumina. So these both are the adsorbent. So first one is silica gel. Drying of gases. Silica gel is used for drying of gases, refrigerants, organic solvent, transformer oils. Okay, to dry the gases, refrigerants, organic solvents, and transformer oils, silica gel can be used. After that, desiccants in a packaging and double glazing, silica gel can be used. And last, dew point control of natural gas can be possible by using silica gel. Means I can say silica gel is used as an adsorbent in all these processes for the control of the dew point of natural gas. After that, desiccant in packaging and drying of gases, refrigerant and organic solvent etc. Lastly, activated alumina. So this is also good adsorbent where it is also used for the drying of gases, organic solvent and transformer oil. After that, removal of HCl from hydrogen can be possible by using activated alumina. Lastly, removal of fluorine in the alkylation process, activated alumina can be acted as adsorbent. So these are the selection of adsorbents. In easy language, I can say that adsorbent should have as much as large area. If there is a large area of the adsorbent, then this adsorption process can be possible efficiently. So this is all about separation methods. This question can be asked in your exam for 7 marks. How to write? I'm repeating. You have to write all these list. You have to write all these processes first. After that, you have to explain in 1 to 2 lines about each and every concept. Means you have to define distillation, you have to define drying, crystallization, and all processes. After that, criteria. Okay, and after that, equipment names. For example, in distillation tower, just write tray tower, pack tower. There is no need to explain all things. Just write name for equipment. For if there is a question for 7 marks like this, definitions, criteria, and equipment. You have to write about each and every process in short. Don't explain individual process in detail. Okay. So this is all about today's lecture. Thank you.